Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on the XY guys. Before we start the analysis, I'm just gonna do a recap on the XY. So let's do a recap on the XY. So what was our analysis previously? If you watched my analysis previously, I was predicting the XY to push to the upside, right? And my reason was because we can see that we had this break of structure right here, right around here. I think it was around this area right here, and I said there's a possibility for us to actually push to the upside based on what we are seeing right now, right? I said there's a possibility we might push to the upside because this is a significant zone right here. So the more we see more momentum of buy, then we're gonna buy, right? And I said I need like a reversal pattern, and we can see that we actually rejected around that zone multiple times, so it's giving us some sort of like a triple bottom, right, which we know is a reversal chart pattern. So it's giving us some sort of like that. So I was predicting at least we should push to the upside, and if you watch, I predicted my first TP will be 104.975, and my second TP, if we still have momentum of buy, will certainly be 105.247. So as you can see, and I also had my other prediction that if we break this zone, give us a pattern of a reversal, push to the downside, then this will be my target for the down move. But you can see I lost the trade on the XY here because I took the trade around here, right, and I was predicting it to push up to this level right here. That was my TP, but as you can see that it went up a little bit to around this area right here, which is around 104.700, around that area, before it tanks to the downside and took out my stop loss, which is okay guys. Just like we know that we can always win our trades, right? So now I'm gonna delete my analysis right here and reanalyze the XY based on the current market, and let's see how the market is going to play out. So like, you know, if you've been watching my analysis, I like to do top down analysis. Let's go to this bigger time frame and see. So we can see right around here, this is my weekly time frame right here. And if you watch my previous analysis, right, you knew I had this weekly time frame imbalance right here. So I was predicting it to at least get to that level right here, because we can see that was last we had this break of structure right here. So I was predicting it to at least continue to push through that upside before we might see a rejection and continue to push to the downside, because overall the XY is still on a down move until otherwise happens. So for us to see a buy on the XY overall, remember this is a weekly time frame, we have to at least break this trend line right here, give us some sort of like a retest to give us a lower high, so that we will know that it's a breakout, not a fake out, for us to continue to push to the upside. But as long as we are below the trend line, then I'm expected to sell overall. So now this is it. Now we are currently around this imbalance right here, right? It's now filled the weekly imbalance. So now I'm predicting more of a fall around this area right now, because that is just what I'm looking for until otherwise happens. So depending on the candlesticks afterwards, we can see the candlestick that actually touched the imbalance right here is giving us that the buy is trying to push the upside, but are losing momentum based on this weak rejection we saw around that area right there. So that just shows that we might just continue to actually push to the downside. So now let's go to more smaller time frame, like our daily time frame. So we can see on the daily time frame right here, I'm gonna delete the zone right here. We can see that we currently around my negative 61.8% level. Like, you know, it's a reversal level. We're currently touching our weekly imbalance as well, right? So I still see more momentum of it actually pushing to the downside, to be honest, but we might, what I say is we might still tank up a little bit, probably maybe a little bit up a little bit, right, to touch this touch of trend line, right, touch of trend line, and to give us kind of M pattern, right, which is a reversal pattern like we know, right? So if I zoom out a little bit, we can see that we're expecting some sort of like a touch. We've had multiple touch around this trend line, second touch here, third touch here. There might be a possible fourth touch around here, a possible fourth touch before we tank to the downside, guys. So I'm still predicting that. So let me go to my 4-hour time frame and let's see. Right here, like I said, I'm still predicting it to at least push. It might push up a little bit before pushing to the downside, but overall I'm still predicting a push to the downside right now. So let's do this. If I have Fib from here to here, change the color of this one. So let's see. Put this right around here. So let's see. Let's go to smaller time frame and see. I can draw a counter trend line right here. Right here. Let's go to my 1-hour time frame and see. So now, right, based on right now, there's a possibility that we might push up a little bit. We can see, let's go to my 45-minute time frame just to see a little bit. We can see there is this break of a breakout structure right here, which also aligns with my 38.2% fib level, right here, align with my tip, and it can give us a possible third touch of trend line. So it might actually give us some sort of like that. So right now I'm predicting, let's adjust this trend line right here. So right now I'm predicting some sort of like a push to my 23.8%, sorry, 28.2% fib level right here before rejecting to the downside. That is what I am currently predicting. But as you can see, that the market can still kind of push to the let's see, so we might push up right there before tanking to the downside. And don't forget that we still have momentum of buy right here, so we might actually continue to push to the upside. But before we do that, we will at least want some sort of like a breakout structure, probably a breakout structure, a retest, for us to know it is a breakout and not a fake out, right? Make sure of that before we actually enter a trade for a buy. But as of right now, as long as we are still below this trend line right here, there is a possibility for us to still continue to push to the downside. So that is what I am predicting currently on the XY. So I'm just going to draw my thoughts, maybe something like this to push to the downside to give us a touch of this trend line right here as well. We can see, if I zoom out a little bit, right, so we can see where the trend line is coming from. So we might just continue to push to the downside. So if you're pushing to the downside on the XY, certainly this will be my next target. 970 will be my next target on the XY, right? And if we continue to see have momentum, remember, like I said, we had this breakout zone right here and it hasn't retested yet. So there's still possibility that we might actually push down there to retest. But before we actually see more momentum of that, at least we'll want some sort of like a breakout structure for us to know that we are retesting, right? That we are going to continue to push down around that area right there. Let's change the color of this. So let me move this price to here, which is 74. So that is what we are predicting right now on the XY, guys. So this is my thought on the XY currently until otherwise happen. If you see a continuous buy on the XY, we will at least want some sort of like a breakout zone, like I said. So let's see. Let me just give an instance. So maybe some sort of like an impulse, retest that level, come here, possible push up right here. So that will be my continued target on a buy overall on the XY, because we know that we don't predict the market, we react to the market, guys. So these are my different scenarios on the XY as of this current price action. Hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.